First world problems, we got disconnected. Anyways, what I teach is that you can actually be a micro celebrity in a micro niche. By the way, today is Ask Me Anything Day, so if you want to ask me anything you want to know about the music industry, the music business, specifically pertaining to building a fan base online, now is the time to do it. So what I think is absolutely pivotal is that you know your niche, that there's nothing more important than that. And I have to stress that because if it weren't for that, if I didn't have a niche in my music business, I would not be paying my rent from my music sales. I would not be getting royalties every single week like I am right now. So the reason micro niches are so important, the reason niches are so important is because there's no way that you can stand out in the entire sea of the internet right now. Say you're in like pop music or something, or say you're in like metal, like I'm in metal, and I just want to like release an album and put it on YouTube. Guess what's going to happen? Absolutely nothing. Nothing's going to happen. So just because you put your music up on YouTube, just because you put it up on SoundCloud, and I will even tell you, you could have 1 million views or 1 million listens on SoundCloud, you're not going to make a dime. Why? Because you're still a needle in a haystack, and you weren't getting email addresses in the process. Then that's something that most people have no idea about. They're clueless when it comes to actually building a fan base. We can get views. It's easy to go viral, although most of us won't. But that's easy. But most people have no way to keep in contact with their fans, with the people who are listening to them after the fact. So that's a really, really important factor. So by the way, if you're here live with me, give me a shout out in the chat and ask me a question. What kind of singer or songwriter are you, and where are you at in your music industry? Ask me anything. Go ahead, type in the chat box right there. I'm waiting for your questions, and I'll answer them as I can if it's kind of on topic. So I'm talking today about why fame is pretty much irrelevant right now in the music industry. And a lot of people don't really know. They might not have heard who you are. They might not have heard who I am, but that's okay, because let me tell you something. If they aren't really into your specific genre of music, they won't know who you are, and that's okay. That's actually a good thing. Yes, this is live. Hi, Robert. I'm looking at your comment right now. So, a lot of people will say, Leah, I don't know who you are. Who are you to be teaching this stuff? And I'm like, oh my goodness. You have to realize that in the age of the internet, fame is irrelevant. Fame does not matter. Okay? What matters is that people within a very, very small, tiny niche know who you are. Those people matter. Okay? So it's what I call being a micro celebrity in a micro niche. Now that is actually very lucrative. That's actually where you want to be. So how do you get there? Well, it's a process. It's not easy. It's taken me a long time to figure out my niche, and there's some days I wake up and I go, what genre am I today? Because depending on my flavor and my mood that day, I understand I'm an artist. But it's really good if at least project by project or album by album, if you can narrow it down to a niche, or like even smaller, and I mean go subgenre within the subgenre, go down that rabbit hole. A lot of people think, well, I'm going to be cutting out my audience that way. Yes and no. Yes, you will be cutting out a lot of the people who wouldn't normally care about your music, but you will be honing in on a very small amount of people who will be die-hard fans. Now that is what you want. That's how you pay your rent. That's how you pay the bills with your music. Now, if you're just starting out and you haven't built a fan base at all, or maybe you haven't even put out an album yet, now is actually a very good time to be working on those things right now. Now is a good time to start planning your project, to start doing the strategic actions you need to actually go to the next level, to start building a fan base. Here's the biggest mistake I see people make all the time, is that they have this genius music, don't we all, and they just put it out to the internet. They just put it out there. I just realized the light is really bright. There we go. That's a little better. They have an album, genius music, of course, and then we just throw it out to the internet. Here you go, internet. Here you go, world. And then expect miracles to happen. Like someone's just gonna come across it and then we're gonna go viral. We're gonna get discovered by some big agent, right? Not gonna happen. That never happens. That happens to like 0.001% of the population. So anyway, that's like the worst mistake that, I mean, I made that exact mistake. I actually did that. I made an album and I put it out on YouTube and I put it on SoundCloud and I put it out there in the hopes that somebody would discover me, that somebody would be like, wow, we should sign her. And that's what I tried to do. I'm going to tell you that's backwards, that's wrong, okay? The one thing that you should do, even before you release an album, is you need to build your fan base first, okay? If you wanted to get a book deal, say I'm like an author and I want to get a really amazing book deal and like a publishing deal, nobody is going to sign me to a publishing deal unless I actually have an audience to sell the book to. You don't get signed to a book deal and then sell 1 million books. No, you have to have an audience first, a following first, an email list first, and then you get a book deal, and then your book succeeds because people actually follow you. They love what you're all about. That's how you that's how you become a successful author. That's how you become #1 on New York Times bestseller. This exact same thing is true with music, okay? It's no different. It's the same in absolutely every industry. So here's the deal. You need a fan base first. So this is very good news for people just starting out, for people who haven't even recorded an album yet. That's good news. Of course, you're going to need like a single, you're going to need something to work with though, so that people can decide that they like you sound, and possibly support you in the future for like crowdfunding. But building a fan base first should be your ultimate goal. Your ultimate goal. That's all I do. That's all I do every single day, is building my fan base. Okay, I'm going to take some of your comments now. I see. Let's see here. So, hey Gerard, how's it going? You're saying, how can I really expand my Facebook and my YouTube views? Gerard, I'm going to tell you something that other people won't tell you. It's really not about how many views you have or how many likes you have. It's about the right views and the right likes. What you need are quality people on your pages, quality followers, not numbers, okay? Having a bunch of numbers is just vanity, okay? It's not going to do you any good, and that's not even going to translate into CD sales. What you need is a loyal tribe of people who are diehard fans who will follow you all around the internet. Wherever you are, that's where they go, okay? Actually, I get into really deep training on that exact topic. I think it's explodeyourfanbase.com is the link you can go to get that deep training. It's kind of a deep dive on that stuff. Steve, if you're live, can you type in the comment and post a link to explodeyourfanbase.com if that's what it is? I just have to remember. But that's what it is, okay, Gerard? It's about quality over quantity. Always have that in mind, okay? Drill it into your head if you can. Quality over quantity. So, for example, on my YouTube, I only have one video that has over 1 million views. The rest of my videos only have like tens of thousands, couple 100,000, And you know what? I'm paying my rent with my music, like my royalties. I mean, my royalty money pays my rent. It pays the groceries. Like, we're living off my royalties. So I can tell you, it's not about millions and millions of views. All that stuff is wrong. It is about the right people who will follow you wherever you go, and they'll buy your stuff. They're going to be in your fan club and all of that. Okay. Russell, how's it going? You said, I do hip hop and I have 2 mixtapes ready to release, but I'm clueless on how to build a fan base, make money off my music. Okay, you need to go to explodeyourfanbase.com and go into my deep dive training there. Okay, it's an advanced class on the 5 strategies on exactly how to do that thing. I'm going to type it in my URL on my browser here. Just double check that that's the website. I think it's explodeyourfanbase.com. There you go. Yep, that's the one. Explodeyourfanbase.com, all right? So that's, if you want to build a fan base, listen, I would have to be here for like an hour and a half to explain to you, but there's 5 specific ways that you need to be building your fan base every single day and actually make a living, okay? So go explodeyourfanbase.com, go register right now, and you're going to get an advanced deep dive on exactly that topic. Okay, let's see here. How's it going, Robert? Oh dear, you have 15 views on YouTube, songs 5 years later. Well, my friend, there's probably a few things going wrong with that. You have to look at, is your music any good, my friend? Okay, I'll promise. I just rip the Band-Aid. That's my style. Okay, I'll rip the Band-Aid off. But like, is your music good? Second of all, there's a certain way that you need to be tagging your videos. Okay, make sure you're tagging your videos. Make sure your title is good, and make sure, I don't know what kind of image you have going on your YouTube video, but is it, what I do a lot of times, and it's totally fine, is you can have a static image, or, you know, a static image of your album cover is a lot better than a whole bunch of crappy pictures like in like you know, Windows Movie Maker. Don't have a whole bunch of crappy pictures. I've done that. I mean, I still got views, but, you know, make sure that the image is good, okay? Or, you know, you can go on Fiverr.com and hire someone to create like a little animation video to go with your song, or play live. You know, people love that. So there's definitely some things that you could be doing better on your YouTube channel, but I suggest that you go to explodeyourfanbase.com to get a deep dive training on what I would be doing to build a fan base. Okay, let's see. So let's see here. Hey Gordon, how's it going? Hey Kiara. Is that how I say it? Kiara? Is that how I say your name? Okay, how's it going, Heather? Let's see. Should a singer-songwriter explore multiple genres even if she's most passionate about one in particular? There's a couple ways you can approach this. From like a marketing perspective, I know we hate that word. We hate the word marketing, I get it, but like it would be really hard to, you know, promote your music when there's multiple genres going on. It's very confusing. It's hard to build a fan base around multiple genres. It's people want to know you for one thing. Typically, people just want to know, who are you and what do you do and do I like it? If so, I'm going to follow you and I'm probably going to buy stuff from you. So if it were me, I get it. I explore all kinds of stuff, but what I do is I mush it all together and I fuse it all into one kind of neat and tidy package, if you will, okay? Now, rules are meant to be broken, of course, but I'm just gonna tell you from like a promotion standpoint, it's hard if you're like one day you're country and the next day you're hip hop. Okay, that won't make any sense and people will be really confused if they have no idea what genre you really are. Now, if you want to like break the rules and put those two things together and make up your own genre, by all means, you're going to have, there's your micro niche right there. But, you know, explore. I'm going to say definitely explore and see if there's a way that you can fuse your stuff together to make it sound new and fresh. But if, and then there's, you can do another way. Okay, here's another idea is put some stuff out there, okay? Different, if you've different genres and you're passionate and you've got different songs in those genres, put them out on YouTube. You know, put it out on some different social sites. Make sure that you're tagging it all right so that you can get some traffic to it. And then see which ones kind of get a response. Like if you're really having a hard time deciding, I would ask people, which one do you like better? You know, but personally, I would go with the one I'm the most passionate about, or see if there's a way you can fuse it together. That's going to be the best thing. Just remember, don't confuse your audience, okay? Your audience wants to know who you are and what you do, and, you know, it's got to be consistent. Hey, Joe. Nice to see you, and you're welcome. So, Robert, you're asking, let's see here. Do you have aspirations to play live in a large stadium venues? Yeah, definitely. One day it's on my list of life goals. I'm definitely going to do that. But when I do that, it's going to be big. It's going to be good because I'm doing things completely backwards. Compared to a lot of other artists. They're going out, they're all touring, they're working their butts off, they're like putting in their time, and they're trying to shake all these hands and like, you know, buy my CDs, and they're trying to build a fan base by playing live, playing, and come home broke. I'm doing it the other way. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm building my fan base around the world. I've got these big pockets of people. I've got big pockets of fans, like diehard fans in Europe right now, and diehard fans in the States, and diehard fans in Canada and in South America. And then when I go on tour one day, I'm gonna crush it, and that's what I'm gonna focus on. Then I'm gonna it's like a different animal. Live is a totally different animal than building a fan base online. So I'm just gonna tell you, this is my strategy. I'm building it online first, then I'll go live later, and it's gonna be awesome. So you can take my strategy if you want and start applying that. Hey Bernie, how's it going? You said, I'm in Ireland, does location matter? I write songs nonstop, but outside of shoddy SoundCloud quality recordings, I'm really far behind stage one. Location does not matter, my friend. Not in this day and age, it does not. Writing songs nonstop. So are you getting them like good quality and stuff? My friend, you need to go to explodeyourfanbase.com and get my advanced training. Right now, it's free. It's an advanced training on how to build a fan base. Because if you're just a songwriter and you're not touring at all, totally cool. You can still pay your rent from your music. You can still get royalties, but you need a following, okay? People need to know you exist. They need to hear your music. You got to give them something to work with. So go to explodeyourfanbase.com, go sign up for that webinar right now. It's an advanced deep dive training on the 5 ways that you should be monetizing your music, okay? So no worries. It doesn't matter. Location does not matter. It's about, do you have a following and how do you get one? All right. So Heather, you said, I'm completely passionate about roots reggae, writing, singing, performing. I think the passion is contagious. I like the idea of fusion. We'll explore that more. Will be an interest. Let's see. Oh, interesting endeavor on my part. Cool. Go for it. Absolutely go for it. I think you can do it. There's nothing new under the sun, but we can always fuse things together to kind of make them sound new. So good luck, my friend, and have fun with that. Okay, I'm not sure how I pronounce your name, my friend. It's Higgedin? I'm not sure. You said, I have almost 100 song videos on YouTube and now I'm adding subtitles. They look good, but should I advertise them? Does that work for people? To be honest, like, I get YouTube royalties and it's a good idea. Yes, it's a good idea. You're probably not going to make millions, but if you have traffic going, by all means, yeah, advertise, enable that. And I mean, you'll get a trickle of money coming in, right? If you have enough traffic, just make sure you're tagging them properly. Make sure you've got good tags, tag similar bands or similar songs and like soundtracks and stuff that are close to yours. And you'll get more, you'll come up in the search results a lot more. No problem. Hey Bernie, you said, how do you record your songs? Well, typically I just record them at home here, at least for writing purposes. For writing purposes, I've got my keyboard here, I've got my computer, and I just go direct to, I just use Logic Pro, and I just do my vocals, my piano. I've just started playing the harp, and so hopefully I'll be doing more of that. And I record it all at home here. Most of the time I don't use those for my final tracks. For final tracks for vocals, I go into a professional studio and yeah, and usually like drum tracking and all that stuff we usually do in a professional studio. And I hire my musicians for every album, so every album's a little bit different. And yes, you can hear a song. Well, I'm not going to play it live for you right now, but you can go to leahmchenry.com. LEAHMCHENRY, leahmchenry.com, and you can stream all my music there. You can hear everything I've done there, and also you can look me up on YouTube. It's Leah all caps, or youtube.com/LeahTheMusic. By the way, if you're wanting to check out my fan page, in case you're like, who is this chick? It's facebook.com/LeahTheMusic. So LEAHTHE MUSIC. Is that how you spell it? I need coffee. All right, guys. This was really fun. If you have other questions, post them below. And I'm going to come back, like, I'm not going to say the date, but, like, I'm going to come back soon. And I'm going to do this again. You guys can ask me absolutely anything. I'm on fire. I love talking to you guys. Thanks for interacting. Oh, we got another question. Okay, two more, and then I got to go. Michael, you said I'm on CD Baby and all the platforms, Spotify, etc. I will see a few downloads, but many streams and very little money. So I'll do your webinar when I'm off the Carnival ship. Okay. Yeah. I highly recommend you do, because just because you're on platforms doesn't mean that anybody knows you exist. They just don't. You got like random people coming and viewing your stuff. That's what I did too before, and that's why I made no money. So what you need is a dedicated, loyal following of people. You need a loyal tribe of people who will follow you wherever you go, and they actually buy your stuff. That's what I call a super fan. A super fan who's somebody who says, I love your music, and then they actually buy it, you know? Like the rest of the people are just like, you know, our family, our friends, we love them, but they're not the ones who buy our music, right? We're like not gonna make them pay for that. Robert, as far as ASCAP and BMI and all that stuff, honestly, I mean, sign up with them. I think cover all your bases, but I don't make royalties from them. I got an email. Oh, there we go. We almost lost connection. I got an email the other day that said I made $6 from the Canadian SOCAN. It's like ASCAP, but SOCAN is in Canada. I made $6 from one of those professional, like, are you kidding me? And the reason why is because I have my music on TuneCore. It's like the same thing as CD Baby or any one of those digital distribution platforms. Now, I make, I mean, anywhere from like $500 to $2,000 a week on TuneCore, but like, it's because they're doing such a good job at collecting all the worldwide royalties for me that like there's really nothing left for SOCAN, ASCAP, and all those. There's nothing left for them to really collect for me. So TuneCore and CD Baby, they're doing an amazing job. So they're collecting like all the royalties. They're collecting the mechanical for the most part, I think, collecting the publishing, they're collecting like the digital play, all that stuff. So if you're signed up with like a digital distribution platform like CD Baby, TuneCore, I don't know, there's 100 of them, you're probably good. But I mean, it's safe to say cover your bases, sign up with one of those other ones, ASCAP or BMI. You can only do one, you can't do them all. So that's my advice for you. It just cover your bases, but then focus on building a fan base. Focus on getting a fan base first, loyal tribe of people who are in love with your music. That's what you need. Go to explodeyourfanbase.com, sign up for the live webinar. Sorry, that one is a previously recorded webinar. I do live webinars a couple times a month. Actually, there's another one coming up on Thursday if you guys want to come to that. I'll post that link here too later. But if you want answers right now, right today, about the way you should be monetizing your music, go to explodeyourfanbase.com and you can just get that training right now. It's a deep dive advanced training. So only for those of you who are actually serious about doing something with your music, then by all means sign up, and I hope you get a lot out of it. Okay, bye for now. We'll talk to you later.